All right, everybody. Today we are here with a topic I don't believe we've addressed on the channel. I thought it'd be kind of cool to talk about runs I have given up on. Now, for the record, Man Called Nova and ASM are not going to be the topic of today's video. I just do long-winded intro, so giving you guys something to look at. This is a topic we could revisit. I've got several. We've been doing this for a long time. There's runs that we picked up on or we liked at the time, or one reason or another, we're no longer collecting those. For this video, I left it at one Marvel and one DC. So let's get into it. Be sure to comment what is a run that you've given up on for one reason or another. It could be for any particular reason, a change in a creative team, it just got too expensive, too rare, you just no longer are interested in it, yada, yada, yada. You guys get it. The DC pick for me is going to be Animal Man. Now, my buddy back in high school and into my college years when I was rediscovering comics, if you will, New 52 was out. It was kind of cool. It was really fun. It was really exciting. And he was reading Swamp Thing. And you guys may know that these kind of ran hand in hand together. I wasn't really actively reading Animal Man when he was reading Swamp Thing, but that was his book. He was loving New 52 Swamp Thing. We looked into it together. There was a volume or two that coincided, and then I found these sometime later, and it just, took me back to when we were both kind of collecting comics, getting into it. Look at that cover, man. Part of the appeal was how cheap these things are. I mean, most of these are $1 or 50 cents. And I was just scooping them up, buying as much as I can. Even got the number one here, baby. And I love New 52. It is a universe I want to keep collecting for. The problem is, I got so many of these at Second and Charles. And Second and Charles just doesn't do 50 cent and dollar comics anymore. Almost everything is $3 and up. And I'm just not really looking to spend that on Animal Man. He has moved down my priority. Even as far as collecting New 52, Animal Man is just not that high up for me. I never even really got around to reading these. I think I read a couple. Well, I don't think I ever found issue 2. So I read issue 1. And the art, let's just say it's more of a Jessica art style than a my art style. I love the concept of Animal Man. I'd love to get his first appearance, but I just can't really ever get into his books for one reason or another. I tried the New 52 run, and again, we're saying it's series we've given up on. If I were to find the rest of this in like a 50-cent bin, I may go after it, but paying $3+, there's just other comics I'd rather have, and that's part of the big issue. I'm just not finding these at Second and Charles for $1 anymore. Hopping over to the Marvel side of things, it's the Donny Cates Venom run, which I think ends on issue 31. Now, at the time, I had this at 2 stores. I mean, this was like one of the most hyped things I've ever been a part of in my time of collecting new current comics, was Donny Cates Venom. Love Donny Cates. I hope he makes a comeback. I absolutely adored his Thor run when that was getting started. Like I said, I had this at 2 different stores pulling it. I got variants, I got second printings, I got, just whatever, because 25 through 30 was so hyped. And that was around the time I got in on it. People were like, dude, so many first appearances, especially during this time period. But also you had Null, his son. So many crazy things were happening in the Donny Cates run. And I was really collecting everything Donny Cates because he makes new characters. He reinvents old characters. I mean, again, his storytelling was just... comics needed it, man. Comics were so just like, let's do Secret Wars for a 4th time or whatever, Donny Cates was coming in, doing new things, making characters like Null. I really wanted to be a part of anything Donny Cates was putting out, and that included Venom. I had Thor on my pull list. I was pulling that for the longest time. And I was a slow adapter to Venom. I didn't get in until, like I said, issue 25, I think, was the soliciteds, where I was like, okay, I've got to get in on this. I read the first issue, and I did not have a drive to come back to it. I hate to say it. Issue 1 did not grip me. I know if Jordan's watching this, he's going to be so disappointed. It's got great covers. It's got some great first appearances. Like, I just don't know how many times we can do Thanos and Galactus as our big villains. Like, we need characters like Null often. Like, give us these really powerful characters that are going to shake up, the Marvel universe. And I will always respect that about Donny Cates Venom run. I'll always appreciate that we have an awesome first appearance like Null. We even did the Venom vlogs where I went to 2 or 3 stores and tried to get as many Venom comics as I could possibly get in one haul. And that was a really fun video to do. I really want to bring that back with a different character, a different series, just casually putting fourth printing of first Null, right? There's 2. But the story just didn't grip me. I may try again. As you guys can see, like, I bought into the hype. I wanted to be collecting all things Donny Cates at this time. But just really wasn't enjoying reading it. So maybe that's on me. You guys let me know. Should I give Venom a second chance? I have all these copies for it. Like, I have a good bit of the run. Like, part of me feels like I might as well read it, right? I haven't looked at prices. I don't know if the first appearance of his son, Dylan, I think it was. I don't know if that's still really expensive, but these are just the 2 I picked out. Again, we could revisit this with a couple different runs. So let me know, guys, is there a run that stood out to you that you were collecting, you were loving, and then for one reason or another, you just dropped it like a bad habit? Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next episode.